Channel variety? I don't know what that is. Hi, hello, and welcome. I just want to play some Vampire Survivors. We're gonna keep trying the same build until we succeed. I want to get that first forest victory, and I want to do it with Antonio, of course. I think it's a nice goal to set for myself, to have a win with this character first before I move on to another one, but it might be an impossible goal. What are we gonna build this time around? I mean, I gotta say, I do love myself a fire wand. Garlic, we've never taken that before. Let's try some garlic, you know? Now we will damage enemies near to us. So we might go for an area build again. But I gotta say that our area build in the last episode didn't work out all that well in the end. As you can see though, without our whip even coming out, we destroy these bats. Can we just run into them all the time? I'm not sure. If we're going for AoE and things around us, we should definitely go for King Bible. Now we will sometimes have a book orbiting us as well. There it is. Awesome. Cool particle effect as well, that it leaves like the pages floating behind. It does look like we can just run into enemies without being worried, but maybe now, yeah, with the zombie Sasquatch type things that we are seeing right here, it's already impossible. So we're gonna have to utilize our whip a bit more. It's quite an addictive game, you know? I was thinking about like, what topic can I record a video about that's not gameplay related? But man, do I just want to play some more of this. Sure, Clock Lance. We've never taken that before. Alright, so it's that beam. It freezes enemies. I think that's gonna be very good for us with our garlic, right? Because we can just stand really close to enemies then. Let's get the whip behind us. Something I really enjoy, as you guys know from the last episode. Having this clock lance thing and an AoE around us closely makes it so that we get into some peculiar situations though, some perilous situations, because I definitely put myself in the face of danger just to deal some more damage.
Perilous.
It's kind of reminiscent of Northernlion when he gets orbitals in the Binding of Isaac. I have to stop mentioning Northernlion in every single episode of this game that I record, but then again, no I don't. Another book would be nice, but I think I would like our garlic area to be a bit larger. We can just stand in the face of these bat swarms and don't care about them at all, right? Alright, I like that. Very strong early game, but it might fall off late game a bit. We shall see though. For now though, it also means that we can kind of stay in the same area, but you know, we can stay like really in one space. And that means that we can pick up a lot more of the experience points that drop to the ground, which is something that we normally completely pass up on because we just have to keep running in one direction. You don't know you're beautiful. Let's just keep that garlic going up there. Look at how big the circles around us are already. We're wreaking havoc on these poor bats. Only 3 minutes in almost, and I feel like we are pretty much a higher level than we normally are. I'm having my doubts about our clock lancet already. I think there were definitely some other options that might be better for us, but for now though, garlic is doing most of the work. Let's get the hollow heart for a possible whip upgrade, that's for sure. I should definitely learn to open up the screen or open up the tab rather on my other screen of what upgrades what. I know Empty Tome is for Magic Wand. Chandelabra is for the axes. Two birds upgrade each other. Bracers for the knife. No idea if Clock Lancet is even upgradable. I do know that Garlic is upgradable, but I don't know if it's just level 8 and then upgradable, or if you actually need another passive item to upgrade Garlic. And I'm starting to use Upgrade and Evolve in between, or intermingled with each other again. Not great. Let's just get that whip up there, man. Focus all our resources into the items that we possess already and not branch out too severely. Chest, just a single one. Pretty high level already, our whip right now. I do see that there is some chimkin dinner for us right here, and that heals us up back to full. Let's just take our time a bit, you know, slow and steady. We have to pick a new weapon this time around. I didn't really like the bird the last time. I think I do enjoy axes, but fire wand just has a special place in my heart, you know. I think that's also because spinach, which you need to evolve the fire wand, is such a usable item in all different contexts, because it just gives you more damage, and more damage is of course great if you have to defeat enemies around you. I'm quickly gonna look up what upgrades Clock Lancet. So Garlic is actually upgraded with another item that we have not unlocked yet, and Clock Lancet is not upgradable. King Bible is upgradable with Empty Tome? No, with Spellbinder. King Bible is upgradable with Spellbinder. I don't know if you've unlocked Spellbinder yet, so the main course of action is definitely getting our whip up there, because that's something that we can upgrade, and the fire wand with the spinach then maybe. If I say upgrade when I mean evolve one more time, I'm gonna shoot myself. Suicide is badass. That is a It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia reference. I don't actually condone suicide, of course. That would not be so great of an intention to have when you're working in the field that I'm working in. I had a couple of conversations already at my internship about the fear of dying that some people encounter in their day-to-day life. And I have also actually encountered the loss of one of the clients that I had seen. he did commit suicide. Something that it's almost bound to happen in our line of work, but I did not expect to get encountered with it so quick, but I definitely learned a lot from it. One of the main things that I learned from it is how much working in a team can help you in those situations. Not only do you get just a lot of support and condolences and information about what happens in such a process from all the team members, but there's just like this general cohesiveness as well that really packs a punch, you know? It really has an impact on how you treat those things and how you deal with them. And it's also just great that you don't have to bear the load, bear the responsibility all on your own, because this was a client that I saw together with another psychologist that works there. So empty tome, that's for the normal one, which we don't have right now. Weapon cooldown is quite sick though, and we do have one more weapon slot. Yeah, sure. Let's just try it out. We still have a lot of passive slots even, so it doesn't have to be detrimental to us that we picked something that doesn't evolve our weapon. Let's quickly grab this bag of coins first. It does seem to be 12 just all the time. There doesn't seem to be any randomness involved. I would definitely want to get access to this chest. Thank you, Clock Lancet. Come on, Garlic. I just want to get through. Come on, there we go. Yes, sir. Just a single one, no problem. But yeah, not on the topic of suicide, but just death in general and existential topics like that. A lot of people bring that into the therapy sessions as well. That is, of course, because themes like that, like those existential givens, as Yalom calls them, like connectedness, loneliness, death, grief, choice, freedom. Things like that are the things that bind us all together. Every human has those things in their life, and they need to find a way to kind of connect with them and to live with them. To live with them adequately as well. Death is something that can easily control your life, in my opinion. A lot of people that have anxiety complaints, that fear things, it actually comes down to fearing death sometimes. OCD patients that, for example, always check if they turned off the fire 20 times in a row. It's also just in some way, shape or form, like in the very underlying concept of it, it's also related to the fear of death, you know. And people with social anxiety, they might also fear that because they fear being alone because of their complaints, of course. And loneliness when dying is something that nobody wants to experience, I think. I think you want to be in the middle of people that love you. Let's get a spinach upgrade. Bats don't scare me. They are just free experience. Awesome, come on, give it to me. It seems like they might have gotten a bit stronger, or maybe my garlic is just too busy with other creatures, but I didn't kill all of them instantly, which kind of worries me. I have also encountered clients that have just been scared of death and the concept of death itself, not really related to or not secondary to the fear of something else, but they think about what it is going to be like when they die, when they are in everlasting nothingness. That's what one of the clients called it. Very powerful imagery, if you ask me. And I think that those are extremely interesting topics to talk about together in therapy, because that is something that me and the client share. Of course, we're both human, we both share that existential dimension in our life, and we're both looking to how to kind of how to give those things a place in our life and really continue on living, even though we know about all the perils that the human condition entails. And then just recently, last week, I had a conversation with a South American girl, a Latina girl, woman I should say, because she was in her late 20s already. And she mentioned death as well as being an important topic in her life right now, but that was actually also in the context of suicide, or well, at least kind of. Thoughts that she had were passive suicidal thoughts. The difference is, of course, that active suicidal thoughts mean that you want to end your life yourself, and passive suicidal thoughts are more about wanting your life to end, but not wanting to do it yourself. So, for example, you want to get driven over by a bus, or you want to fall off a cliff, things like that. You want your plane to crash. It's difficult subject matter to discuss together, you know, because it's a person that tells you about those thoughts is, of course, very vulnerable at that moment. So you need to kind of pay close attention to how you deal with those subjects. One of the biggest mistakes that people in the field make when talking about suicidality, or about suicidalness, is that, or suicidal tendencies rather, is that they avoid the topic, or they notice that the person across from them is talking about the topic, but they are like, yeah, no, we're not gonna discuss that right now, that's something for later, or something like that, you know. They don't want to get into it, they don't want to learn about the details or about how acute the danger actually is, and that's a big mistake. They have good intentions, of course, because they think like, well, if I talk about suicide, won't she or he be more prone to do it? But that is actually not the case. You really do have to talk about it. You have to concretely ask, like, alright, so you're thinking about ending your life, have you made any plans, have you you gotten any materials already to do so? Have you had any previous attempts? All things that you really need to consider and you need to try to get a clear view on so that you know when to really like take over control from the patient if that's actually necessary. 11-minute mark coming up. You know what that means. It's time to die. Hello, Mr. Champion. Really nice timing of you to show up. Man, our garlic is not doing enough work anymore. But I mean, it's not bad, but we're definitely gonna need a savior. Our whip is close to getting leveled though. Maybe that is the way to go. Just focusing all our materials on killing some champions right now and getting that whip upgrade. I do believe that we need to upgrade it one more level and then we can evolve it. If we get a chest, I don't know if you can get evolutions from regular level ups. I think you might only be able to get them from chests, so we're gonna have to get rid of some champions at least. Now that we're not moving along the screen so fast, all the skeletons stay on screen, which might be nice because that means that we don't have enough skeletons ahead of us to kind of disturb our path. We're just moving along slowly, you know? We're taking our time. We're not rushing. I do desperately want to kind of loop around. Oh man, I want that red coin. Thank you. And I want that chest, but not yet. I want to get that whip to level 8 first, and then I want to go pick up that chest. But we are gonna have to get out of this situation for a second, because it's gonna be too hectic otherwise. The werewolves are here. They do a lot of damage, as we know. Let's try and clear out some torches to hopefully get some chicken. Coin is not necessarily what I was hoping for. Man, our HP is so low. We're close to that level up though. Getting that level 8 whip might give us the damage we need to clear a path. I think if we get hit one more time, it's gonna be game over for us. Desperately looking for some torches. Let's try to loop around a bit in this direction. Oh, you champion son of a bitch, can't you just die? I wonder if when they go off screen and they come back later, if their health points reset as well, or if they remain damaged. That's something that you might find in the game's code or something like that, but I don't know about it. I mean... no, garlic. I'm going all out. I'm going glass cannon mode. I don't need more HP. I need garlic. I need damage. I need to clear a path. Please! Max HP might have been beneficial to us there. But yeah, the passives that the other characters have might make a big difference in survivability or in damage, so it might really change up the game a bit. Let's get a whip upgrade already. That's really gonna help us out in the early levels to have that whip on both sides, so now we can gain a lot of experience by just moving around and staying in the same location. Moving around and staying in the same location. That's a great utterance by me right there. Alright, let's try to minimize the amount of unnecessary damage I take at the early levels. I'm not gonna take clock lancet again. I'm gonna go for knives. I think I'm gonna go for a projectile build. So knives and the wands and things like that. Oh, damn. Oh damn, that's really stupid. For now we have enough time to regenerate our health, so it's not that much of a problem that we take that early damage, but I just want to make a habit out of avoiding that. Alright, we have our first champion coming up. It always comes up at the 1 minute mark, I assume. Let's try and get rid of it in quick and timely fashion. Let's collect some coins, because we want to get those passive upgrades for our next runs. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay, come on. Get your shit together, Vincent. You're playing too ballsy. We have that chest going for us. Let's just get the... Do we want a weapon for now to just help us out a bit, or do we want to get the spinach already? We don't have the item unlocked yet to evolve King Bible, so I don't want to indulge in that. I don't think we have unlocked the Chandelabra either, because I don't remember seeing it earlier. So let's get the spinach in the hopes of getting a fire wand later. This is gonna give us a whip or a knife upgrade. It's a whip upgrade. Our whip is getting up there. 1 coin short of being a nice number, but that's fine. Whip level 3. This is going to be our main source of damage for now, that's for sure. It just slices through those enemies like butter. Sure, it's early enough to take a crown. I can feel happy about that. So now we will level up even faster. I'm a sucker for investing in those upgrades that make the next upgrades come quicker, you know? Things like greed in the passive upgrade tree, which we took already, and things like a crown in the middle of your run. I'm just a sucker for passive upgrades in games in general. Also in board games, I go for those passive effects and not for those immediate point boosts, you know? And I think that in real life I might also just have more of a passive personality, so that might explain why. 2 upgrades invested in crown for now, just in the hope that we can get a lot of XP quickly at these early stages. I'm looking for a fire wand, I'm looking for a magic wand, I'm looking for the hollowed heart to upgrade our whip, to evolve our whip. Man, my brain is really not wanting to kind of switch those concepts around. Let's just get 2 knives out there, gonna help us out. I do see that we get another champion at level 3, so that's something to remember. champion at minute 1 and minute 3. I meant minute 3. And you know, even small things like that, just remembering when certain events happen, that's gonna help us out a lot as well in the future. 3 knives, don't mind if I do. Trying to mow down this champion, but it's putting up quite a fight. Should almost be dead though. 4 minutes, does anything happen at 4 minutes? You know what? Let's just go crazy. Let's keep increasing that crown level. So at 4 minutes, the ghosts start spawning, the blue ones. They are easy to do though. Ah, just a regular single chest. We don't want that. That doesn't get our rocks off. Knife upgrade though. Not bad. I also desperately need those golden coins to buy more of the passives. Another projectile. We're firing 4 knives? Yeah, 4 knives. Not bad. Let's loop around a little bit because a lot of experience is being dropped in this vicinity. You know what? We might go for the knife first because we have definitely gotten a lot of knife upgrades lately. We haven't seen that many power-ups anymore, right? Just the things that kind of like suck all the coins into you, or the firework display power-up. The fire one, there it is. Definitely go for that because we already have the spinach. So the evolution is well within reach after leveling it up 7 more times. Well within reach might have been a bit of an overstatement. You know what's not overstated though? My love for Moby Dick. Man, oh man, that book really triggers something in me. Let's go crazy. Let's keep that crown increasing. I'm at 20%. Oh, at 5 minutes the plants spawn. Alright, we will remember that. At 1 minute a champion spawns, at 3 minutes a champion spawns, at 4 minutes the blue ghosts start to spawn, at 5 minutes we get the plants and the praying mantis. That book, Moby Dick, really triggers something in me, you know? Ishmael, the main character, is just so in love with nature and exploring and learning, and I can really relate to that. And it kind of strikes that chord in my brain that's like, yeah, let's read some more. I'm at 20% of the book right now, 1/5 of the way done. The Kindle app tells you how far you are, so that's a nice little feature, so that you can track your progress. At this stage of the book right now, spoiler alert, Ishmael and Quake, which is his savage cannibal friend, have just boarded the Pequod, the ship governed by Captain Ahab, and they have just set sail out of Nantucket to explore the whole wild world. They're going on a 3-year journey to capture some whales. The author just does such a good job of really conveying that sense of mystery, that sense of enthusiasm for what's to come, but having no idea what's to come in reality, because Ishmael has never been on a whaling boat. He has been on some mercenary ships, so he knows what the sea life is about, but whaling is something completely different from just being a... Did I say mercenary? I meant a merchant. So to put it bluntly, he might not have that much experience with getting his hands dirty, you know what I'm saying? I just noticed that if you turn around at exactly the right moment, you can actually have both whip hits go in the same direction. I don't know if I can show it, but if I like... let's try. Yeah, you see? Right there. If I turn around real quickly, like... It's difficult. It's very difficult. Yeah, there it was again. So I can have both whip hits go in the same direction. That's handy to know. It's way too close of a timing to kind of do it in the heat of the action, but still, it's cool. I think I might be digging my own grave a bit by picking the crown upgrade all the time, but it is pretty funny, and it might unlock something getting that to level 5. There's another champion here. Let's try to make quick work of it, get that upgrade chest, maybe leave it on the ground for a little while until we get some more upgrades for our weapon, and then get that evolution out of the chest if it's possible. Can we check the level of our weapon somewhere? Yes, we can. Can I kick it? Yes, we can. Oh, the crown is max level already. Our whip is level 5 and the knife also level 5. No, that's still way too long to go to leave this chest just laying here on the ground. We will definitely get it right now. Oh. Give it to me. Give it to me. That's more than 3, right? That's more than 3, right? Yes, sir. Alright. Oh, and look at the golden coins as well. Well, this makes the next chest a big opportunity for us, of course. We just got our whip to level 8, I believe. Yeah, let's not look at all the unlocks, but it's safe to say that we're balling right now. Look at that. Our whip is max level. Our knife got 1 upgrade. Whoo! Oh, we need the hollow heart. So great that I got it right there, because otherwise I would have forgotten. If we get 1 more chest right now, I believe we are guaranteed to see the evolved whip. Oh man, that's the most annoying feature of those swarms. They push the other enemies along. Oh, there we go. An upgrade. Is that just like a luck up? I don't know what that did. Luck plus 10%. Yeah, it might have been that. Found a little clover. I know that's also an item that you can unlock. Maybe we unlocked it right now by picking it up for the first time. Yeah, that's great. Look at that. Look at that. Look at those beds moving along that werewolf, Sasquatch, zombie looking ass. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the champion. I'm just gonna focus all my attention on him for a second. Maybe get that double whip hit tactic in there if I can. I can't. Make sure that I don't die in the meantime though, but I definitely want to get rid of that champion as soon as possible so that I can pick up the chest, get the evolved whip, and show you guys what other mechanics this game has to offer, you know, because having evolved weapons really unlocks a lot more potential. Here we see we have 4 possible upgrade slots. That's because of the luck upgrade I picked up earlier. Let's get some defensives. Let's get a laurel. Shields us from damage for a second. I do love me some laurels, you know, but Yanni is also pretty enjoyable if you get that reference. 1 respect point because it's quite a common one, I believe. Did we kill the champion? I don't see it anymore, but I don't see an arrow as well, so it might have just dropped like a red gem or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, chief. No, there it is. And it dropped the chest. Just head straight to it. If I'm not mistaken, and the triple? Whoo, you shouldn't have. I believe we're gonna get the whip evolution, right? If I understand how this game works. I don't understand how this game works. What am I missing? The whip is max level. We have the hollowed heart. I don't think the hollowed heart has to be any level. Maybe it's just not a guaranteed chance, but if we kill the praying mantis we have another chance to look at it if we get a chest. If we survive and kill it, that is, because we are in a bit of a pickle for now. Look at the schmoves though. Oh, an upgrade. Or not an upgrade, a power up for a second. Pick up power up. Let's get another fire wand in there. We haven't had many of those. It really picks up everything, huh? Our knife getting up to level 7 is also great. Jesus Christ. How many things did we leave behind? Now our knife is level 8, so we have 2 chances of getting upgrades, is what I would say if I had the bracers, but I don't have the bracers, so I'm actually just spewing complete nonsense. 2 chances of getting an evolution as well, not the upgrade. Come on, brain. You can do this. It's just one simple thing you need to remember in the midst of being attacked by enemies on all 25 sides. Come on, you praying mantis insect motherfucker. We just talked about you not being included in the rankings for best animal classes, so you have no power here. Is what Gandalf would say to Theoden. Oh, Jesus Christ. The 11-minute mark is always a scary point in the run, but I think with our current build we can kind of manage if we pay a bit of attention to where we shoot our knives at. That was so stupid. That was the most stupid thing I've ever done. But just, if you could just slide that whip upgrade. Just quick little, just slide that whip. Yes, yes, here we are. Whip evolution. Let's look at it. Evolved whip can deal... Oh, they called it evolved as well. Can deal critical damage and absorb HP. Ooh, so now we can kind of lifesteal with our whip as well. And look at the effect. Oh man, it looks cool. Now we're balling. Ah man, that's so awesome. Getting that first evolved weapon. You guys are probably like, what the hell is this man talking about? Why is he so hyped for a change in the color of his pixels? But it really feels rewarding. You know, this is what we've been grinding towards these last couple of runs. Just getting an evolved weapon for once. And we're pretty early in the run as well. I think that crown is definitely helping. What is this? Oh, that's the freeze. Come on, whip. Come on, whip. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Down with all those skeleton bastards. Let's try to pick up a bit of the XP that just dropped. Get that fire wand upgrade in there. And what we're now really looking for is the bracers. The passive item that makes our projectiles move faster, I believe. But it's mainly the requirement to get the evolved knife. We do have werewolves on our path right now, and we know how detrimental to us they can be. They have been in the past. I'm definitely gonna try to loop around a bit though, because I know that we left behind a lot of XP down to the right and to the bottom. We're gonna have to employ some medium movement though. Oh, that's awesome. That makes it not necessary for me anymore to go down. Oh, yeah. We really desperately need the bracers. Come on. Come on, game. Hook us up. No, bracers, please. Please, I just want the bracers. A lot of upgrades, though. I can't be mad about that. But still no bracers. Come on. I just want the bracers. Or now we're coming close to evolved fire wand as well, right? That's another upgrade? Yes! Oh my god, call an ambulance, but not for me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, we're in the middle of 20,000 mobs by now though. Oh my god, don't let me die. That was so awesome. If we get one more attractor power up right now and we suck all that XP into us, we're gonna be unstoppable. Let's try and loop around a little bit, shall we? Don't do things like that. That laurel item is really having a big impact though. It's protecting us from a lot of damage. And then even when we take some damage, we still have our whip lifesteal to counter that. Here we go. Here is where we dropped most of our XP. Let's upgrade the Laurel a bit more, go on the defensive track. We don't normally do that. Man, where are the bracers? I swear we unlocked them already, right? Like, there's no chance that we didn't unlock the bracers yet. There's so many of these red motherfuckers, and they can really mess me up big time. Wait for our Laurel to regenerate a bit. It has multiple charges, which you can see by the color that it has, and it got depleted again. We got damaged a bit, but immediately regenerated it. We have to loop around if we want to keep gaining experience. Oh man. No, no, please. Not like this. Keep moving. Keep moving. Come on. Just don't stand still all that often. Just keep moving a bit. Try to get some damage in below us. Focus our efforts on the top again as well. I wish my girlfriend would focus her efforts on the top a bit more. We're getting ourselves into hassles. We're getting ourselves into perilous situations without it being necessary. We need to find an opening in these plants as soon as possible. This is the end. Holy Jesus macaroni. It feels like we just don't have the damage to clear enough of a path, but even if we lose this run, we still made a lot of progress and we gathered a lot of coins, so that is very nice for us. We can buy a lot of passive upgrades with that. Sooner or later we should try to at least have a chance at completing the 30-minute run at least. We're halfway right now, that's a big accomplishment, but I mean, we can't go and make 5 episodes in this game without even completing one run, you know, because it's a roguelike. Don't move to the side. Just keep moving up. Don't be a hero. Oh god, 16 minutes is a lot of those praying mantises. Mantisy? I'm really going in full concentration mode. I feel like I've seen this champion bet 50 times already, so I do believe that the HP might reset every time he resets. These praying mantises are very strong. They're not as strong as their elite counterparts, but they are very, very tanky. God damn, they are hard to get through. But hey, we are gonna reach 17 minutes. That's a new record in my books, that's for sure. Still no bracers, huh? Let's go for some more spinach, because we need this damage. We need to have the ability to clear this path. Watch out for the champion. To the right a bit. Should have gone more to the right there, but we moved ourselves out of there very fluently. Oh, this is new. 17. A werewolf and big mummies. But this werewolf is an elite, right? I hope it drops a chest. Those mummies look scary as hell, but I do feel like I am better off with just some large enemies for now, instead of the screen being flooded with all these small ones. I see that the 2 champion bets are still in there. Is it just me, or are these mummies like really easy? Oh, there's one chest. There is one chest. I saw you, you motherfucker. That should be our fire wand upgrade, right? And the fire wand, or evolution, and it evolves into a wand that kind of shoots skulls, if I'm not mistaken. Spoiler alert. Let's not do anything stupid. Alright, so question answered. You can have 2 chests at once. That's interesting to know. Come on, come on, come on. That's just the fire wand evolution. That's all I ask for. Very simple request. Hell, no, that's just a regular fire wand. Was it not level 8 yet? It was probably level 7, right? Yes, alright, it was level 7. Now it's level 8. So getting that next chest, I think we have a big opportunity to get the fire wand evolution. I'm just gonna make my way downtown straight towards it. I'm not caring about anything at all. Come on. Come on, just the fire wand evolution. We will have 2 evolved weapons, and man, that will really help us out quite a bit. That's it, fire skulls. I'm sitting upright. Shit just got real. This video is gonna be 40 minutes long. Look at the skulls flying out. Oh man, we're really getting some beans, and I see that, don't you worry, I see what's on the ground right here. Give it to me, I am worth it. Oh, and this, man. Let's go for the defensives a bit. Let's kill some of these. Was there another champion bet around here somewhere? There was, right? Yeah, let's get some damage on those 2. There's 2 of them still. Oh, I'm just popping off. I'm popping off. Let's get the spinach a bit higher. Let's get another chest. We can get an evolved weapon right now. I just noticed that Laurel is in the weapon slot as well. I thought that would be a passive item. Whew. What we're still looking for right now is of course the bracers. And I think that it might also just be time to look for another weapon, because we have kept those weapon slots open for way too long already. Empty Tome. Empty Tome is the upgrade for Magic Wand. Yeah, we could fit a Magic Wand in here if we encounter it. That's not really what I want. But let's get you know what? Let's get the X. We always like the X. I don't know how effective it actually is, but I do like the look of it. I feel like we have gotten very lucky with our upgrades and evolutions. I feel like we have gotten very lucky with the amount of upgrades on the floor as well, or the amount of power-ups. I should call them power-ups. And all those factors combined means that we are probably gonna reach, I don't want to jinx it, I'm touching wood, but we're probably gonna reach the 20-minute mark on this episode, and episode 3 already, so there's definitely some progress involved in this game, you know, it's not all that and a bag of potato chips to just keep running around at the 30-minute mark and dying there. Alright, the mummies seem to have gotten a bit stronger, or well, there's definitely a larger quantity of them, that's for sure. I shouldn't be moving down like that in between enemies, that's not a right game plan. This seems to be problematic to say the least. There is a lot of things happening all of a sudden, but I am kind of schmoving. I don't think anybody can deny that. Don't move down. Don't move back down. That's the new movie by Leonardo DiCaprio, of course. Don't move down in Vampire Survivors. I think that's the official title. What's that? What is that? What is that? How is that fair? Those bats need to fucking stop, my man. Oh, my butt cheeks are clenched together in a way that is unhealthy for my anus, I think. That's a mummy elite. That's a mummy elite right there. If you were wondering what a mummy elite looked like, well, look at it. It's right there. Stupid bat swarm, stupid red bats, stupid fucking green garden gnomes looking ass, stupid mummies. What's that? What's that? That's just a walking plant. And there's a lot of these small plants now. It's just not just a circle anymore. I don't mind them though. All the enemies are gone. They're all just down here. I feel like that laurel has saved us multiple times in this run already. Without that laurel, we would have been dead long ago, I feel like. Alright, come on. Come on. The screen has been cleared off a bit, and we killed that elite girl, but she didn't really drop anything. That elite mummy is looking juicy as ever though. Very ballsy move by me right there, but I am quite proud of it. Feels like they just give us a bit of a rest, you know, with these plants, but it's the 22-minute mark, so they might all disappear. They do not. But we do get new enemies in between all the plants. Let's just wreck this champion. We're focusing all our attention to that. I wish our fire wand would have gotten that memo, but he is just firing in random places. Whew. Gonna be probably an X upgrade, maybe knife still, but knife might be level 8 already. Laurel is of course always also an option. Another charge, so also another color. Yeah, look at that. Now it's more of a light green. Let's just move in between these plants because our laurel allows us to do. What's this? Does this give us like a bunch of coins? Yeah, that gave us 120 coins. Oh, yes. Yes, please. Give me the big suck. We have the empty tome. I don't think we need King Bible, because for King Bible to upgrade we would need the book that we don't have yet. I feel like we might benefit most from an empty tome, and we should remember that we're still looking for that magic wand as a weapon. Oh, speak of the devil. But getting that upgraded is gonna be a bit too large of a task because it has to get to level 8. I should move around a bit more maybe. And not just stand still. That laurel is so strong. It's really saving our ass. Maybe I should kind of look at it differently. Damage is definitely not always the way to go, because you don't need to kill mobs to win. You need to survive to win. So survivability is actually, or was very underrated in my strategy. Don't stand still so long. Don't stand still so long. We have to keep moving. 23 minutes. We might do it. We might get our first victory. 3 episodes to get a first win in a roguelike is definitely okay, I believe. I feel like that is a nice goal to aim at. Just getting some damage in there on that champion. And the chest has dropped. Alright, we're gonna have to do a loop. The big mummy is back, kind of impeding our intention to do a loop. I think I'm just gonna leave that chest behind for now. We might come back to it later, but for now I'm just purely focused on survival. Yeah, no, I'm fucking myself. Don't stand still. Don't stand still. Let's try to loop around just a little bit. We're going to the right and to the bottom. They're not dying. We can't afford to loop around. We don't have enough damage to clear a path. I think we're kind of done killing enemies and leveling up. I think for now it's just gonna be moving around and surviving. Laurel carrying us as always. But if we just keep a move on, everything is going a lot better than when we stand still and try to kill enemies. Thanks again, Laurel. Because it's a weapon, I feel like empty tome might also make it recharge quicker, so that's great for us as well. 25 minutes. What happens at 25 minutes? I hope nothing too scary. That's quite scary. I'm not gonna lie, that is quite scary. But maybe that might despawn a bunch of the mummies that we already have. I still see this elite here, man. You want to get wrecked, don't you, huh? Don't have the damage though. Don't stand still. We're in a wall of plants. We are in a wall of plants, but look at Laurel though. Look at Laurel. That's insane. Take Laurel every time if you want to win, which is something that we're not gonna do because I want to have fun as well. So I'm not just gonna take what works each and every time and try to get as much wins as possible. We're gonna try diverse builds. That's really what makes roguelikes fun, of course. Trying different things. It's not because you found a solution that you have to keep trying to win each and every time, you know? You have to try to make the zany things work. Ask Nord Online. Screen is getting... What? Why? You know, there's quite a lot of enemies on screen right there. Yeah, there's quite a lot of those enemies actually. Yeah, my analysis of the situation was that there were quite a lot of enemies. That sucks. Unlocked a new character because we defeated skeletons. Unlocked a clover because we picked up a clover. I didn't see what that one was, but 500 gold coins for evolving the whip and for evolving the fire one. So evolving things also just gives you coins. But there was one unlock that I didn't quite catch. I think it was the third one. This one unlocked pentagram. I feel like pentagram might be needed to upgrade garlic, right? Nope. Pentagram is not used for any upgrades. Well, let's just see in the future then what it does. Do we have money for upgrades? We sure as hell do. We have quite a lot of gold. Something in me just wants to save up for this, you know, because it's such an important upgrade, but it's long term, it's late game. We need something that helps us win right now. Using weapons faster is definitely a strong one as well, because you can see that it only has 2 upgrade slots and it already costs a lot, so that it's kind of an indication of how overpowered it might be. We could also get the projectile speed, because then it will just be fully upgraded, and the completionist in me also likes that approach. We could get some more greed, but no. You know what? Cooldown. I've decided. Bam. 2800 for the next one. We can still upgrade the speed. Bam. There we go. Maximum level achieved on the first upgrade slot. Made some progress. We also discovered some setbacks in that we just got absolutely massacred there at the end, but I still had a blast. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.